Right, hello everybody. Just a very quick intro to this video coming up. We've played in the 2024 Spring Marathon on lichess. It was 5-0 blitzchess, a 24-hour arena. We've ended up playing 21 games, so these are the games on the right hand side there. This little symbol means my opponent used berserk mode in them particular games. Individually, you can see I didn't play that much of the event, but I came in just outside the top 3,000 players there out of 22,000 that took part. They're the players at the very, very top. So see how many games you've had to play there to put all that in, that effort in. Eric Rosen was playing and streaming an awful lot of that. It must have been right through all his night where he lives. So a very big event there. These are the results that we've got, and these are the games coming up in the order that they've actually been played. We had a performance rating 2142, my average opponent 1808, and 81% win rate. Right, I'm going to play a game of blitz here. The Spring Marathon is on. This is actually 5-minute blitz. See, we've got Eric Rosen playing this. He's streaming it. So 1852, good luck. So I say, I'm just playing a game, so I've taken part in this marathon. I don't play this 5-0 very often. Oh, my opponent did disconnect, reconnect, I think, so I'll keep an eye on that as the game goes on. Let's just go b3. Let's develop. I'm probably just going to go g3 like a traditional Reti style, but it's 5 minutes, not 3 minutes this, so got a little bit of time. Yeah, 17 hours 50 of the whole marathon to go, and I won't be playing many games. This I'll just play the odd games so I've taken part. You can push these pawns as well, try and challenge for the center more directly, or you can go more traditional Reti style. I go this way, which is how I normally do. Yeah, opponent seems like they've left the site there. That's unfortunate. But now they've come back on against this one. Might actually be an internet connection issue. Obviously, you want to win your games just because you play well, not because of an internet issue. But all you can do is turn up and play your game, of course. Right, let's castle. Okay, so he's flying down the board. I'm going to hit that bishop immediately then. If he takes, I'm going to actually go with the pawn. Playing this very wild, very wild. Can we capitalize on this pin I'm trying to look at now? I don't think we necessarily can, but I've got knight up to possibly come across. Okay, so he's dealt with that, but I think knight across is still a good move, because if he takes, I get a pawn back into the center. So now I want to try and blast forward, I assume. My bishop's under attack, but that gives me a very natural development move. So we're threatening to move the bishop somewhere and be attacking the queen. So he's played bishop down, just ignored it. So what's wrong with just bishop up here then? I mean, I guess he is actually covered, isn't he? The knight does cover. So we could try and blast with a pawn and then just simply blast on. Yeah, there's no direct attack to win material. Wherever we go, the bishop's going to land under attack. We could go obviously here or here and trade something off. So I'm looking at d4 then. Yeah, I'm going to play d4. Then I can still go bishop here and trade the bishop if he ends up on one of these. Yeah, so I've still got the option to go here, trade the bishop, he can't castle, and then we can just maybe blast on. If I go up now and you castle, then bishop up though, he doesn't have queen back to guard his bishop, does he? Oh, maybe, no, here. I mean, I'm controlling the knight with this pawn, so I've got the option to do this and king here, that's what I'm looking at. But if I push on just to try and disturb all the pawns and open it up, if you castle, it's a chance to blunder bishop across. And I don't think you can guard your bishop. I'm going to do it. It might be a mistake, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to try and, in principle, open things up while his king's not safe, with the threat being bishop to a3. That's if he castles. If he doesn't castle, it's not a threat there, but we're just threatening to simply take pawns and open the king's defenses up. So now we could even just push on again. Or we can take, or we can still do this same concept. Maybe he can go here now. Then we just take or something. Actually, no, now we can just take the pawn, can't we? It's just free pawn. Yeah, let's take the free pawn. And we're still threatening to maybe push on. So he's gone back. So we can go here and hit the bishop. We can just take, we can take this pawn. If we take here, the knight takes our bishop, so we don't want that. How do we do this then? Bishop back, bishop back. I like bishop c3, I think. If you push on, I think I can just start pushing here. He's gone that way. Yeah, I think I can just ignore that for a move, but he's going to go here. So here, if he sacks, take... I'm actually going to take this first because I'm threatening to get the queen immediately off the board. So he goes there. So rook up, and we're threatening an exchange if we need it. So I like the idea of this to encourage the sack. So bishop takes, pawn takes, say queen takes. A little bit dangerous. So what about pawn up threatening this pawn? Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. That's good. If the knight moves, I can simply trade the queen, but I'm threatening to take this pawn, hit the rook and hit the knight. Okay, so he's moved a bit quick there, so I assume I just take here now. I mean, I could go here now with tempo on the rook. What's he going to do? Just take. So we're going to take this pawn. I'm getting very slow on my mind, so I have to quicken up here. So I'm going to trade them. Well, let's activate a rook. Oh, he's trading that as well. That should be good for us. Let's kick the rook. I'm miles down on the clock. I've gone a little bit too slow, I think. But we're definitely better. We're just... He's got a big time advantage, compensating a lot. Oh, he's got rook down. Let's go here then so he can come up. Should he come down? Got to play at the right speed for the time control. I rarely play 5 minutes, rarely. So let's go here and up. Yeah, I'm getting a bit bogged down now, aren't I? Or maybe I can push there now because I take with a check and just come back. I want to break this pin so I can push the pawn at some point. How I push the pawn, we don't know. Maybe just bishop back here or form a blockader with the bishop. Let's come back and try and blockade. And then eventually push up because I'm really low on time now. Oh, let's get the bishop off. Sorry, the rook off. I assume he'll trade. He might not, but he'll lose another pawn if he doesn't. And now I've got to run here really quickly. Just sack a pawn to try and create a pawn. I might not be able to win this though. All I can do is literally run the pawn as fast as possible. And try and get back and deal with this one. I've got to try and obviously come across and deal with this if I can. If I get that pawn, I can't lose the game. But I don't actually see how. Or maybe I just a simple bishop back and push. Might have been easier, mightn't it? He can go on this diagonal, I push. He can then cover this, I push again. So that's risky. And if I can just get my king to definitely cover. My king was on b1, it would be a good idea. I can't chase my way. Maybe he can just sit and shuffle. He's just trying to figure it out. But yeah, bishop back might be my best try. Because then at least I can push up another 2. And if we trade, then I can definitely get across to stop him. Then obviously I've got a pawn here. Oh, he's left the game again. What the heck? Oh, it looks like an internet issue, doesn't it? It looks like it. Okay, we get the victory there, we get the victory. Not a convincing game, but we get the victory. I'm going to play a second game in this 2024 Spring Marathon. So this is 5-0 Blitz, so 1976. Good luck. So I say it is 5 minutes, not 3 minutes this, so we need to play a little bit slower. Okay, let's go b4. Again, we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. So just a simple challenge to the pawn, to attack it, one defend it. Pushes forward. Okay, I'll take that then. So the bishop will be coming this way instead of the normal retiré. In this case, do we want to try and defend here? Now, we could actually potentially take there. I don't think I should, though. I think I should prepare quick castling. But we could. No, I'm just going to get castled. I'll do a march on. Yeah, I think I'm going to march that pawn forward there. It often just ends up being like a temporary pawn that you get, but you never know, you might as well try and keep it if you can do. Now, knight up could be useful to go here and immediately challenge that diagonal. So I'm immediately looking at knight up here. What if that knight moves back, for instance, somewhere? Bishop up is still a move, isn't it? Still a move. Yeah, I'm going to do that just because I want to challenge this diagonal, so I'm going to do that immediately. Okay, so queen up, you're probably going to play knight here. Knight across. Say queen over. He's basically fine, isn't he? I'm getting a little bit stuck, so I'm just going to drop the knight back. Maybe d3 and try and bring my other knight into play. I'm not sure if we can try and keep this pawn up. We can maybe try and push it on and then stop one of these pushing. Unless he does it immediately. But he's kind of pushed us forward. So I think we should take here and push on. Now, that would be a very nice structure if we can get it. Just pawn forward. And then we can trade the bishop at some point if we can. But d3, knight across, at least as a principle, looks like a good concept. Rook across to stop this as well. So if we do d3 now and you just push on, I guess we could still take. It seems alright. You're going to get a pawn across, but it seems alright. d4 seems a little bit riskier to me. Or a lot riskier, but it's whether I play rook first. I don't think I should. Maybe rook across is a little bit neater, because if you do this, we cover it twice. But then if you open the file, I might want the rook back. So I'm just trying to complete piece development. Maybe my bishop up if you come under attack. Maybe knight to d2. Once the knight is up, I could then trade the bishop off and I can move the rook, of course. So he comes up. So that gives us a potential tempo to attack that pawn if we want to. Probably just match it, but let's do that. Again, we might end up having to come back if this file opens up. But now I'm going to move that knight. So now we've got the option to guard the bishop. We could still move. We could also trade the bishop now. I'm going a little bit slow here, aren't I? So I'm a bit down on the clock. Pawn up looks very natural as well. My opponent's already got a square for their king. Comes forward. So do we need to counter that threat? Can we let that pawn march on? Because once we go here, it's a very natural target for the knight across. I'm just going to play a holding move first. I think I'm going to go to a3 instead of a4 with an idea of bishop up. So I'm going to go here, maybe bishop up. It's not quite so easy for the knight to attack my bishop now, but like I say, I could still trade it and rook across in any event, something like that, that sort of concept. Okay, knight's gone back. So is knight up a move here? Or is indeed bishop up a move here? Bishop up. I've got a chance to play knight up and across, but there is a chance that gets undermined. Knight up, if you take, I can take a bishop, but you can take a pawn. I'm going to get the rook across, just get it completely off that diagonal. It guards the bishop, it gets away from the threat of just blundering it in one move. So bishop up is a move with a view to a potential threat, maybe d4, but it feels it's a bit blowing that position wide open. He plays a holding move, so now maybe I can do this. Trade looks fine. If he takes, I can obviously take with a pawn if I want, and then try and march my pawn forward and double it. I don't think he will. Maybe knight across. It's do we then try and play a move like bishop up and push? Or just simply trade everything off? Let's just worry about it when it's our move. So he's played rook across. So if I play bishop up now, I'll lose a rook, gain a queen, lose a queen, gain a rook is probably alright. Now I could actually grab a pawn, couldn't I? I just noticed he's blundered a pawn, I think, there. So is there any reason not to take that? Or do I simplify first? Check, takes, pawn takes, rook takes, queen takes, attacking the rook. It all feels like I should be doing that, I think. I don't think bishop up is going to do anything. I'm going to get rid of that knight. I'm a minute down on the clock nearly, so I need to play a bit quicker and simplify if I can. So just take and try and grab the pawn. So we actually attack the rook there. The back rank is okay. My king's escape square is a dark square though, and he's got a dark square bishop, so that could be a problem later on. It could be. So queen back might be a move here. Queen up with a view to just running my pawn. Or not right now, the rook's there, of course. Let's get my bishop out of the way so I don't forget about it. Rook across or rook back, depending on if he has a quick attack here. Pawn down, I'll just simply trade. Queen up, or queen up to attack the pawn. Okay, so he is trying to attack here, so I probably want to go defensive in somewhere. So here, trade, I think seems fine. So I'm going to try and trade that rook, and then hope I can guard my pawns once this queen gets in. He's got queen here, queen back, or queen forward even, let's see. But my knight guards my bishop, but if he gets the bishop pinned, bishop down is a bit of a problem. So what do we do? I'm looking at just simply running my pawn. He needs 1, 2 moves, and I can still defend, right? So I'm going to run my pawn while his queen's nowhere. And again, I'll take that. I think I just guard here. But I'm down to 49 seconds now. Okay, queen there. I'm just going to check and drop back. If the queen leaves the back rank, I can take his bishop with check, which it's done. Now I just get the queen off, and that should be easy now. I thought we played that really pretty well there. I thought we did pretty well that one. Let's put it through. We're going to play a third game in the 2024 Spring Marathon. This is 5-minute blitz, this one. A lot of players in this one. Right, 1387, good luck. So we've not played before. We have no head-to-head score. Just 140 games for my opponent, so it's enough to establish your baseline rating, but still in the process of building it. But similar in all time controls, which is kind of what you expect. Okay, let's develop our bishop. We're trying to stop e6 from white. Okay, just play an early c5, develop our knights. Where do we want to go here? I want to bring this knight up first. It gives me the option to do this, so we can just be that little bit flexible. Yeah, I'm going to bring this knight here, then an extra move to jump across. But just watch out for the bishop coming down at some point. Okay. So I'll take this pawn, then just see what we're going to do. So bring this knight across, bishop up and castle is what we're aiming for. Rook across, just common sense moves. Launches one. Okay, just play up. We can always drop the knight back if we have to. Goes across to a castle. It's a decent position for white, this, isn't it? How attacking is he going to be? We're just slightly croaky there, apologies. I'm going to play rook across here, just logical development moves, but white's got a good space advantage here, so we could have a little bit of difficulty. You know, don't go there and blunder the knight, so he sees that. Do we play a move like f6? Do we strike out here? Just invites forward movement, doesn't it? F6, then f5, or we can take it. I need to do something. So I'm going to risk f6. It's very risky and it opens up pressure on the f pawn, but it gives us a chance to take and open the file, or we can just push. If you go with a pawn, I can just largely ignore it and I've opened a file. If you go with a knight, I can trade a knight. So I'm going to take and try and open the file. My bishop's got a square. No, I want to take the knight, but does it matter which one I go with? This one, we open a file up. This one takes, it's a bit more closed down. Does it matter? I'm going to do this one, yeah, just open the file up. I can always jump this knight around like this. So we're going to take there, and then maybe something like this, I'm not sure. I might even need this to drop the bishop back this way, because you can see a quick attack coming here. How do we do it? I'm going to play knight across and try and go after that bishop. He's played this really quickly, actually, really quick, unless I'm just being a little bit too slow, which I could be, of course. Trying to explain my moves and my thoughts, so sometimes I'm going to naturally just go slow there. So he's hung a pawn. Is it a blunder? Is it a mistake? Is it fine? There's a target there as well. So I've actually got rook down here. But I think he can go here and guard it. I don't think he'd seen that concept. I can take it twice. So I'm going to go with the bishop and hit the rook. But I don't necessarily want him going back, do I? Because it's a good defensive square. So I think I'm just going to try and get rid of that bishop and hope I'm not blundering and then come back again. I want this at some point, queen up at some point, so... Oh, he's just resigned. Okay, he's right. I'm going to fit in a fourth game in the 2024 Spring Marathon, so we've done 3 so far. 11,100 players in it now, that's very, very good. Right, 1369, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score there. Let's go c4. 1,700 games for my opponent, so that's plenty of games. Let's go b3, just stick to the Reti principles. Actually, I'm going to go e3 early just in case he tries to push, which he might do. Okay, what's his idea there? I think I should actually take here and try and remove one of the centre pawns. So I've got bishop up, I've got bishop up. I think I should do this one. Then if he pushes, I can always just jump across, as long as I can castle in somewhere. How do I want to do this? I'm actually wondering whether to do that. I could still do this, but it feels a little bit risky, doesn't it? But it's kind of walking into a dangerous attack here. So I'm going to cover this move. He's just blitzing out the moves. He's really rattling them off. He's playing it really, really quick. Okay, so he has come across. So I don't think I really need to spend too much on that move. I'll just jump over, charge that knight. But he's really banging these moves out, isn't he? Let's hope we don't drop some really crazy blunder. We're perfectly capable of doing that. Now I've got knight up. I've got pawn up. I like the idea of pawn up to challenge this. Yeah, just challenge this set up straight away. See if he takes. He might drag a pawn across and he's opened a file up. Dangerous, dangerous. So I think we have to just drop back there. If takes, we could take either way. The bishop probably better on f3 than d3. Okay, so he's chosen to go back. Just wondering whether there's any merit to actually trading the bishop off there. I don't quite think there is. So I think I'm just going to develop my knight. If takes, I'll probably go with a queen so the bishop goes this way. Okay, but now we've got the option to trade. We might get queen up at the end of the line. I'm not sure it gains anything, but I'm going to get rid of that pawn. Now, how does he take back? He's gone with the pawn. Okay, so knight up should be a move here. Feels like a decent move. Takes, you can take two ways. Check, I don't think it gains me anything. If you step on a wrong square, you blunder a check and you lose your queen, so you've got to be careful. The knight up feels natural. Maybe I go this way, I'm not sure. It feels natural, and if I take back, it's a check, so I'm not blundering the queen in one move. I've given him a minute on the clock already, so let's just try and develop this rook. He's out the way. I've got to start quickening up here, haven't I? We do have a big target if we can get to it. I'm not sure if we can. But we're threatening the bishop right now, so where does he go? If he checks now, my rook guards my queen, so he's come forward. So take. There's nothing. I can grab a pawn. If you take, there's actually a back rank mate threat. If I take and you check, my rook's guarded, my queen is not under threat, so I think I can take the pawn. I might be wrong. He's played it so quickly. Or maybe I'm just being a bit slow, because obviously I'm trying to explain my moves and my ideas, so maybe I go a bit slow sometimes doing that. So I just create the obvious checkmate threat. It's easy to blunder just moving quick. He shouldn't do, but it's easy to do. And my queen is adequately guarded again from this check, or he has. He just moved that little bit too quick and he's hung the checkmate unlucky. And I'm going to play another game in the 2024 Spring Marathon. I've played, what, 4 so far? So this is game number 5, 16:05. Good luck. So we've not played before either, no head-to-head score. 18,000 games, my point. That's really impressive. It's a lot more blitz than I've done. 6,000. Okay. So we get birds opening. Let's just challenge for the center. How does he want to do this? Just going to develop, just logical development moves. Let's get our bishop up so we can push the pawn. I don't really want to open the file up though, that's a bit dangerous. We could potentially go here now. Take might allow him to push on. Yeah, I'll just play a bishop up. Well, he's pushed anyway. Well, I think I should probably take rather than completely clogging it down. I think just castling looks fine. We're missing something, possibly. Obviously, I'll trade my bishop as soon as I have to trade the bishop. Like, say the queen moves out the way, we could get the bishop trapped. So we'll just trade it. Say queen across or something, but obviously there is a potential counter threat there. Takes, knight takes would hang a pawn, so you might have to take with the queen. Otherwise, I'll just try and launch forward if I can do, just see how dangerous this attack is. Because they're very close to jumping into our half of the board. That could be dangerous. So let's just see. Oh, he's played g3. That's not a move I expected. Okay. He's probably still going to do this, but he could be considering going the other side. Let's just prepare to launch our pawns. Yeah, he's just going to castle, isn't he? Can't really stop him doing it, so we'll just try and gain some space. Okay, well now we have to trade because he's kind of forcing the issue. I think I'm just going to play queen up. It's a little bit dicey. You can imagine bishop coming up at some point. Actually, no, I'm going to push the pawn on first. We've got to be really careful now. Right now, if he pushes, I can blockade it, but my knight is a bit loose here. Not ideal, as he's got a pretty decent attacking position here. So we could be going horribly wrong this one. Obviously, if I get a move like rook across, then that's fine. The knight can jump anywhere, but yeah, that's what he's gone for. So I kind of have to go there. So there's no real point wasting time thinking about that. But now, how do we create anything? It's dangerous castling this side, but it might be perfectly fine. He's still got a nice wall of pawns. It's just they're a bit advanced. We can check, we can try and then centralize a rook, but it's no concrete obvious plan for us, other than maybe trying to march forward at the right moment. Oh, he's played bishop forward, so is he looking at a Greek gift idea? I don't think that works, but it might do. You still got to consider it. So takes, check, back. He doesn't have that second piece to attack with there and then in the moment, does he? So, do we go silly like f5? That feels too bold to me. I think I need one of these moves. I'm going to go with the bishop. He might end up bishop here, and at least we can trade, or we threaten to jump in at some point. But yeah, he might go for the Greek gift. We'll just take back, check back, and hope that we're surviving. If we're lost, we're lost. It's just one of them things. Some games you just got to say your opponents played well, they've took a chance, and it's worked for them. Now, do I spend a move doing this now? In over, we can just take... I'm going to do it now because obviously it is still a serious threat, but he can just blast forward. It gives him a target to aim for. Queen up though, I can maybe jump in over with the knight or the bishop, I'm not sure. He might have to go this side now, but then my pawns are advanced as well. But how do I deal with this bishop? F5, if you take, I take, you just crash here. But once I get queen up, then F5 might become a move. Yeah, it's a dangerous position, very dangerous. Where's that white king going to go? I wonder if I've actually got some sort of sacrifice as well with a very quick b4. Queen takes and hits the bishop is a bit of a problem. What's he trying to do with that? He must be lining something like this up. I've got to do some sort of quick counterplay here, don't I? But f5 right now, if you take, maybe I go with the queen. Take with the knight, bishop takes is no good. I want to stop this. So here, take, queen takes. This is not an easy position to defend. I really want to do this, but en passant, knight takes is the move you want to play, but you drop your bishop. So if we ignore it, say queen up, g4, can we just ignore it in any event now? You take, we take, and we drop our knight. That's not easy, is it? Not easy. I'm going to play f5. I don't think it's the best move, but I'll take with a queen rather than the knight there that I'd like to take with. Burning a bit of time here, so we're getting a little bit low on the clock. If he pushes now, I could potentially take and just sack the knight, but again, it's probably a bit crazy to do that. I don't think it's really a move, but get one more move in to shift the knight or protect the knight, and then this other one can jump around. So he wants to go queenside, I guess, from that. Then we can just immediately push, I think. Let's just protect the knight and line up a push. If we sack a pawn, we sack a pawn. He's got to do something with his king. So he's pushed up. So I'm just going to prepare to march forward. Now I've got to quicken up a little bit. Or a big bit. Again, if I just get one move to move the queen, then the knight back hits the bishop. Yeah, maybe queen back and knight back, simple moves like that. I guess you just drop the bishop back to a good square potentially, though. I might be pushing him onto a better square with the queen coming forward. Or maybe just pawn up, a simple pawn up, but right now I'm guarding the wrong knight then, aren't I? I should have maybe played knight back, even if I sack an exchange. But I'm trying to obviously push here, but one knight guards another. Maybe this knight back to push then. Just try and open things up. But I'm assuming he wants to go this side. Oh, he's taken. That opens up a real immediate threat to pin the queen. Okay, knight can come in, but it's an immediate threat. He's got to do something with his king. Maybe we can just simply push forward now. I think that was a mistake, but it's understandable getting low on time. And of course, after the game, I'll review it with the engine. It might not be a mistake, but rook across is very natural here. The other rook across could be as well, and we keep guarding the knight. But naturally, the king's this side, so you want everything that side. I think that's a good move because the queen can't step forward. And we can try and push forward and open things up. So I think I just push forward here now. Okay. I think I just push on here as well, threatening a check. You'll have to play a move like rook across. then we're just starting to unwind the position now. I think he's just gone wrong a little bit, and it makes a difference. Now, knight back might allow my queen to jump here, but a trade should be fine. I don't think I should, though, but knight back, can he come in? Knight up, and I don't see the knockout. I want to make room for the queen here. I'm just going to play rook up, and if he trades, he trades. I'm so far up on the clock now. I'm a minute up now. I can afford to, I think. So he wants to play rook across. I'm happy to trade there, so I'm just going to drop back. Again, if I get the queen off, I should be able to flag him comfortably. Doesn't mean I can, but I should be able to. Okay, so he comes forward. So take, take, and take. Look good for me. Just grab the pawn, throw a check in. Okay. So is this the move? Takes, takes. Guess it's a bit unnecessary, isn't it? We can just drop the bishop back and trade, yeah. As long as our king's safe and there's no forced repetition, we should be fine. Wait, I've got a check here now. Yeah, I can trade everything off. I've got a pass pawn, so this should be winning. So he comes forward. And I've still got to pay attention here. Okay, now he's out of time. Okay, let's just check. He was out of time. It's a good effort, wasn't it? Well done. Dangerous game. We could easily lose. Let's play another game in the spring marathon here. Those players at the top have played an awful lot, haven't they? Wow, look at the scoring there. We've played just the 5 games so far. This will be game number 6, so 1942. Good luck. Okay, c3. I'll still bring a pawn in over. Let's develop and then e6. Okay, comes forward. Going to hit the bishop immediately. Still aim for e6, so he comes there. So we could drop back. We don't want to take and allow this, because then we have to block and we lose the rook. I think I'll actually just drop the bishop back. Just allow knight in and knight up. Just go for development moves. Then knight up so we're covered. Or maybe you can actually just simply take here. Actually, I've made a slight mistake, but if he takes, I think I've got queen up. And I think the knight's pinned, that's right, yeah. So that's still the case. I've got queen up. I don't want rook across because of this pawn. Queen up allows bishop down, so up. Knight takes up. Yeah, I'm still going here. Okay. So up. I'm still just looking at this concept to go here. I'm just going to develop. Very dangerous attacking line he's played, isn't it? But now we finally get castled. Okay, let's hit the bishop and see if you're going to take or drop back. Does drop back. Now I can push a pawn on, you can take. I don't want to allow that. I don't want the queen to go here and guard my bishop. I don't want to go here, walk into this. So I'm looking at bishop back, then everything is bogged down, but then we are at least threatening to push. Again here, takes, I can go here. Oh, then you've got to check though, so it's not so good enough. So maybe that is actually a serious threat. What do we do? Do we sack the pawn? It's a threat, isn't it? So I've got rook across maybe. Because either way you can take and he can take here. So if he takes, I have to take. If I push on, I'll lose my bishop at the end. I'm just going to sack the outer pawn. I burnt too much time here. Far too much time. So maybe knight across, do something about this bishop. Okay, he comes forward fairly quickly. Let's play a rook across then. I don't think it's the best move, but I can't afford to sit and think any longer. Spent a lot of time now. Maybe I should have just pushed on there, maybe. Oh, he's really flying in, right, okay. Let's step forward then. Hit the queen. He could take here, queen takes, knight takes. We're just trying to open this king's defences up just a little bit, because he's really pushing it now. Okay, I'm going to take. What does he do? If he goes here, can I get forward? That's the kind of idea I'm looking at. So I'm going to do it, I think. I know I could have played rook across there, but I'm just trying to get forward. So I think I'm going to sack here. Or do I take the pawn? Take first, but I'm looking at sacking and then planting my knight in the middle of the board. That's my idea. So do I do it? Well, now I've got a second pawn. I think I can. But he's just launched one. Okay, so I think I've got knight back. Or maybe just the immediate knight up. A knight up he can now take, though. So I guess I have to play knight back. If takes, I'll take the bishop. Maybe he can get away with this, though. He might be able to do that. Yeah, he's got knight takes. That's a good move. He spotted that really quickly, didn't he? Really well. Wow. I can't ignore my queen under attack. I think I am going to sack here. He can take, rook takes. He might have just a clean finish. He's threatening the check, isn't he? Yeah, this is over, isn't it? Do you have to do this? Check back and you'll just lose your rook. I don't think there's a defense here. Wow, that is some finish, isn't it? Here, you just take. How the heck's he done that? There is no defense at all, is there? Here, check back. I think I have to go here and drop back, but I don't think I've got a defense here. I think he can take, or he can just check directly. Or maybe if he takes, I can actually take, because it's not a check. I was planning on sacking the rook, but I think I'm just lost here. I think I am, but if you played a good game, you say well done. Oh, relatively new account, mind, is it? Their provisional rating, yes, relatively new account, could be someone underrated. We'll find out as time passes. If check, I have to drop back. It's essentially my only move, otherwise it's checkmate if I go here, so check, I don't have to think, it's my only move. Knight's moved, so he wants to check this way. So bishop up. Then you can take anywhere. So take, check, back, check. There's nothing I can do, is there? Just can't stop it. It's just been overloaded, so I'll just have to take. Have to drop back. He just played it terrifically. Really, really, really good. So there should be a knockout blow here somewhere. It's just a case of finding it. He may be able to check. Yeah. If he takes, take, check, and he wins the queen. Well, he might repeat. I don't think he will repeat. He should just see that. So he's taken. So what if I take here now? If I can trade everything off and lose a bishop, I'm still losing though, aren't I? Because he can go back with a check. So that's still a problem. And I've got no way to get an easy check in. I need two moves to get some sort of check. Because he can take here and deflect my queen, or he can trade here and then deflect my queen and take this light bishop. Or maybe the bishop comes back then. But after this opens, the rook's getting in. So it's all a bit of a problem. Yeah, bishop back if I get a chance, maybe. He's gone for it, so he's seen it. So take, and he takes with a check. So let's drop back. But now he just needs rook across, and there's no way out, is there? Oh, he's gone there. What the heck? Oh, I can't go there. Let's go here, hit the pawn. I'm trying to throw checks in, but I'm not really getting anywhere. Okay, he's gone back. So let's push that pawn up. Let's just drop back. That's covered, but there is a check there. Might be all it is though. I just got very difficult to unwind, isn't it? Rook up and maybe a check. Let's play rook up. So now I've got a square, but again, everything's hanging by a thread. I don't have a check anymore. What the heck is this? Let's try and come around the back. Wait, how's he got that? There's just nothing, is there? Absolutely nothing. Unbelievable. Oh, I've won my queen. Yeah, it's just one of them dicey games, isn't it? I'll trust it's legit. Let's just okay. We'll play another game in the spring marathon. So we've played what, 6? So we'll play game number 7 now. I won't be playing many in this. It's a 24-hour marathon, this one. Oh, I'll put my little fan on, my cooling fan. 1661. Good luck. Okay, let's check. Just try and collect our pawn back. Knight up, then knight up is the correct move. They're the most common moves. Okay, bishop up, we just take and we aim to collect our pawn. Take our pawn back. Now we've got to watch out for attacks to the queen and make sure we can drop back. Ooh, that's very bold. Okay. G3 is still a move here. You can force an endgame, or it can allow us to develop with a view to casting, but might want to fly down the board. Well, I'm just going to take here. I'm very happy to play an endgame. We have a better pawn structure now. Let's develop the knight first before we consider a pawn push. Okay, I'm going to castle still, and I'm looking at d3 or e3 or both. Okay, it comes across. I don't want to take there. I'm going to play d3, and I'll take back if he takes. I want to try and leave these pawns all isolated if we can. Okay, so he comes up. So I've got bishop up as a move. What else have we got? Knight across. I want to play bishop up first just to hit that rook. And maybe rook across or knight across, something like this. Let's play a rook over, as long as we can drop back somehow, somewhere. Okay, so we have to drop back now. So a little bit of danger here, or a big bit of danger, but knight across is an idea to hit the bishop and hit the pawn if the bishop moves. So he's gone back. So we can still go there anywhere. I don't want to take this knight. So I'm going to go here and hit the bishop and hit the pawn. Pawn forward to just take the pawn. But see, there is a dangerous pawn push there. I'm going to just grab the pawn and try and double the rooks up and maybe take the bishop. Yeah, I'm happy to take the bishop now. Then aim to double up. So, double the rooks up here. Okay, I'll take back. Playing this really, really quickly. Maybe slightly too quickly. So here, I assume I'm trying to trade, but I can just grab a pawn, can't I? I think he's made a mistake. Maybe I'll just temporarily use my bishop as a giant pawn. Well, he just resigned. Okay, fair enough. He just well, let's play another game in the spring marathon here. So we played 7 now. I might round it off to 10 or something. I won't be playing too many. 2093, good luck. So we've not played before. No head-to-head score there. Let's go d4, c4. Okay, we're just developing here. So plays bishop up. I'm just going to go e3. But it is 5-minute blitz, it's not 3 minutes, so we have got a little bit of time. Chooses to take. So I assume I should just take the pawn back and then maybe drop back. Or drop back here as well. Yeah, I'm going to drop back here as well. We can always come back if the knight comes down. And maybe we can run a pawn up at some point. No real threat right now, is there? But okay, knight over. I think that allows me to transfer my knight to the king's side or get rid of my opponent's bishop. Goes back. So I'm just going to play a3 to cover this square. Now I'm going to drop the knight back and then hopefully something like this, rook across. Or we could do with the bishop back going here. Maybe queen up and we can just go here and we can deal with that bishop. Actually, that could be useful. It's a development move anywhere, but I want to try and get rid of that annoying, dangerous bishop. I don't think we're going to be attacking with ours, so I'll try and remove our opponent's attacking bishop. Okay, just get rid of that. I'll get the bishop up, get the rook developed, so the bishop comes up. Okay, let's just play rook across. Do I chuck a pawn? But it's hard to see how you actually make progress, so I'll just go up one. Maybe knight back, but it'll probably just drop back again. Okay. Guess knight back allows me to take here, doesn't it? Otherwise I would have lost the knight potentially. I mean, I could have taken actually, couldn't I? That was careless. I could have taken with a check and taken back because he moved quickly. That was a bit careless by me there. That was a bit sloppy. I should have taken the bishop and opened the defenses ever so slightly. Again, no big threat, just a slight chance of counterplay. I'm going to drop the knight back to try and come in over. Knight there, I'm not quite sure what that does. I want to bring the other knight across, hit the bishop with a view to coming back to g3. Okay, he's gone back. So I think I'm just going to try and move a rook up with a view to doubling. Wait, what have I walked into here? I'll just take an f3. Maybe I'm better going with the queen actually. Just go with the queen and take back. We'll hit the pawn if he doesn't trade. Okay, so he's gone back. So rook up might just be a move here, but you just go here, right? So I'm going to play a knight across with a view to popping the knight right bang in the middle of the board. Still reserving rook across. Now rook across, do you push up? Maybe. Okay, let's just play knight up threatening to come in, then or we can drop back. We can drop the king back and then rook across maybe. Okay, so he's gone there. I'm going to go a bit silly here and think and play f4. It's very risky though, isn't it? Actually, maybe it's unnecessary for this move. Let's play b4 instead. He just takes. I thought I could take with a pawn, but again, it looks a bit risky, doesn't it? Let's just go with the queen and hit this pawn. So let's sidestep there, maybe rook across, just threaten the pawn. So queen's gone back, creating a checkmate threat. That's dangerous. So I've got rook across to cover it and offer a rook trade. So I think I should do that. So he's played rook across really quickly there. What's he trying to do there? So if I drop back, the rook can't move without hanging the queen. If I go here, if you take, I can still take. There's no check. So I think I'll simply drop back. And now I've blundered the queen. Yeah, that's a bit of an oddball game, that one, isn't it? Let's just move on from that one. Okay, let's risk playing another game in the Spring Marathon. This is 5-minute blitz. We played 8 games. We're not going to play too many this. We might round it to 10 or something, and that'll be it. All right, 2056. Good luck. Let's play a normal carrot. Okay, let's play bishop up. Goes back. Let's go b5. Okay. I think we develop here. I think if it pushes, I just ignore it and push on, I think. Okay, so it comes forward. Push on here, we can kind of push forward a bit more, so let's go a5. Okay, he only goes up 1. Let's bring the knight up then and try and drop back around. Well, I'm a slightly bit croaky here, aren't I? I feel alright though, but it is allergy season here. Bishop up is a move to pin the knight as well, I think. So bishop up. We double attack the pawn at the same time. How does he deal with that? I don't know. Let's go here, pin the knight, threaten to take. But we hit the pawn twice, so do we actually want to do this? Queen takes, and then we don't actually get to take here. We've given ourselves a target. So let's just drop back and maybe threaten to come in this way. And then 3 would attack it. So knight comes up, so now can we go here? I don't see why not. So let's push on. Now I've got a choice here. The knight is a more natural one. Bring the knight in over. Now 3 attack and 2 defend. And obviously I've got a weak pawn here as well. Knight in might be a nice nuisance move as well, because longer term in the game, the bishops could become dominant pieces, so it could be useful to swap a knight for the bishop. Let's just get the cursor off the board there. So he's played down to attack our knight. So the idea will be if everything trades off, this pawn falls, I guess. Knight takes, knight takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Looks a little bit annoying. What about knight across then? Maybe even just rook over, but you've got bishop here, so that's very annoying as well. So here, dare I take with the pawn if he takes, if we get that position? I might do that actually. Let's just see how he does it. I might take with a pawn, allow a passed pawn, trusting that I can stop them. If I can't, then of course that's a bit of a problem. And he has gone for it. Okay, I'm going to take a massive gamble here and allow these pawns to exist, trust that I can stop them. And if I can't, I can't. Then we're just flat out losing, aren't we? So he plays rook up. At some point we'll get a chance to create something, but how do we do it? Queen up, I'm not sure. Rook across is probably sensible here, because the rook does guard this. Obviously, safe pre-move. If he takes, I'll be taken back with a queen. It's essentially my only move. Oh, he's come up. Okay. I wonder whether to sack by going here, but I don't think I can. I think I'm going to take that. Now, does he want to bring a pawn forward? He might want to do that. He goes with a queen, so we have got knight up now. We can get rid of that bishop. So I think I should do that. So I'm going to try and get rid of that bishop. Oh, it's the rook. Did he just simply not see it? Okay, he just simply didn't see it. That's why he resigned, because he just simply didn't see that threat. That's right, we're going to play another game in the 2024 Spring Marathon. This is 5-0 Blitz. Look at how many games those players have played at the top. That is just serious amounts of chess, isn't it? I've not done quite that many. Right, 2050. Good luck. I think I've done 8 or something like that. Oh, has my opponent left the game? I'm sure he's connected, but I'm not 100% on that. I'd have to play the video back after the game to check. That indicates he's not on this platform. Oh, now he is. He's on... No, okay, that looked odd, didn't it? But could be an internet connection for this one according to that symbol. Let's just develop. We're just going to try and castle, then worry about what to do. I'm going to go g3 this time, so just get castled. I play this opening a lot, so I get a lot of similar positions. So sometimes I mix it up just for variety's sake, no other reason. So we can go here, we can go here, we can even go here, we can play the bishop up. Do we want to do that? I'm going to play the bishop up, I think, and aim to do this, just trade off if I need to. So at some point, as soon as I'm attacked, I'll have to trade. If I drop back g5 in, eventually I'm going to get trapped, so I'm just going to take that. I'm going to take the center pawn as well. Now play rook across. Yeah, sometimes I go a little bit slow in these games because I'm trying to explain my moves and my ideas, so not really quite as focused as what I maybe should be in some games. Okay, so across, I guess you just take. Knight up, takes, say bishop takes, queen takes. Lose a knight, gain a queen, lose a queen, gain a bishop. That kind of all looks alright. I don't mean it is though. I think worst case I'm losing a pawn, so I'm just going to play it, but we pile in on the d5 pawn as well. We hit the queen and the knight, so he takes. So take back, we're just going to try and collect the pawn back. And you could go with the rook, and I think I can just take with the knight. Well, he's played across, but I can just take anywhere, can't I? But do I want to mix it up and go, say, f4 and try and keep my pawn? I guess you can just come forward. That's dangerous, isn't it? That's dangerous. I don't want knight takes walking into a pin, the queen can move, but I do have queen takes. Yeah, I'm just going to take. But do I go with the bishop or the knight? I'm just wondering here. If he trades, he might not trade, he might drop the queen back. Okay, rook takes. Have we got anything better? No, I think I just take here and then try and get developed and hope that we avoid a bad blunder. Well, that allows me to take and double his pawns up. So I'm going to do that. No, I don't want to get a back rank issue though. So here, rook over. I think we can just trade knight up or push. Let's come here, but there is back rank mate threats if you get the bishop in. That could become a problem, but let's go here for now. You might just ignore it and push on. And maybe we can play rook up, I'm not sure. Then if you take here, we can always take back here. He's blasting forward, logical. So can we kick that rook? Say f4 now, you just take. That's no good. So I like maybe just a simple rook up. Oh, I could check first and rook back. I like that actually. I'm going to check first and then rook back. Now I've got a dilemma. Do I take with a rook if he takes and keep the pawn on the outside? But we might not be able to protect it anyway. So he's just pushed forward. Okay. Kind of makes our decision for us, doesn't it? So take, rook takes up. Lose a knight, gain a bishop, lose a pawn. That doesn't seem so good. Gain a pawn, but you've got the outside. That's not so good. So I'm just going to take. How do we do this? I don't want to get too passive, but this is where we get this back rank mate risk against us. The knight forward looks okay, but can I guard this pawn? I'm going to go forward just on the base that I've got multiple squares to jump to, and my rook's protected, but I need the king up where I'm not getting, say, the bishop here and getting trapped in with a back rank mate threat, which could easily happen here. So he's gone back. So that's what he's aiming for, something like that. It's not easy, this, is it? Not easy. I'm looking at maybe pawn up. Yeah, I'm going to play pawn up there just to close this diagonal straight away. Now another pawn up and then try and get my king up. If takes, I think I go with the rook, but I've got to be careful here. He's got an extra pawn this side. Our king's a long way away. And miles down on the clock. Well, he's come forward. Just come up then. I'm going to sack the outer pawn, I think. Go for activity. Oh, he's gone there, so that allows a check or a check. Well, that's kind of all it is, isn't it? Let's come up then. I don't see any further follow-up to this. Maybe I'll chuck this pawn, I don't know. Oh, he's kind of pushed me into something now. So let's just check this way and maybe go up. We've got rook back if we need it. Where's this king going? Let's go here. Let's block. Back. Let's play king up. So cross. I don't think he'll trade the rook at all. Let's come up, hit the pawn. Okay. I don't see anything good here. I want to get behind and threaten to push this. I'm down 2 minutes on the clock though. It's too much to ask, isn't it? Too much to ask. Check, up again. Threatening check and push. I can't play really rook across though very easily. So this is not an easy position, but check and push I think is playable here. If I take, he's got bishop back. So plant the knight. Now I'm threatening to take, but he's got a check and I can't block. Well, it's kind of guarded, kind of isn't. Let's come forward then. Okay, he comes back. Let's hit the bishop and pawn. I'm trying to get the pawn. Maybe just bishop back and he's fine. Then I've got pawn up though. Whoa, we can take. Okay, check. Has he really got that? Oh, I blundered the knight moving quickly. Terrible. Okay, I'll play another game in this spring marathon. I won't be playing many more. I've done 10 now, so that's about enough, I think. 2102, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. Okay, he's gone berserk. That's that noise you heard there. That's the symbol. So I'll still try and take my time. Let's just take and drop back. Let's go c6. Let's go knight across. Let's develop the bishop, then pawn up. Okay, so he comes forward. No, I don't want to do this. So he's threatening to take here. I've kind of messed up again, haven't I? Messed up already here. Do you want to go for a sack? Takes. Yeah, I've just messed my theory up again here. I think pawn up is a mistake. I can't remember. I'm going to do it. Okay. Take with a queen. He's got bishop down. That's no good. I have to take with a pawn. I'll drop the bishop back. Okay, he takes. He's rattled all this off expertly, hasn't he? Really expertly. Let's take the bishop. Now let's block. Okay, let's just get castled if we can. I've got rook across first, but I can't actually really do anything with the file anywhere. But this is looking very, very perilous now, isn't it? I'm going to push a pawn to try and make room for the knight here to come round. Let's hit the bishop and the rook. Oh, what the heck? This is a little bit odd the way this game has gone, isn't it? And the speed of the moves he's rattled off here so expertly and so quickly. Okay, let's hit that rook. Yeah, now he's got that. I'm not convinced by this game, at least from the outset. I hope it's legit. This one seems a little bit odd. Let's just bring the rook across. Yeah, now he's disconnected. I'm going to check this one more carefully after the event. It could be legit, of course it could. Yeah. Not convinced here, but let's just review it more carefully after the event. So here, I assume he'll just blast off this move. But I don't want to trade everything off, that's the thing. So I'm going to sack another pawn. Okay, he does take it. Let's just play a bishop up then. I'm going to effectively sack this as well. I need some sort of counter play. Yeah, do we let him take there? I don't really have too much choice. I mean, rook across doesn't really do anything. You just push your pawn. I've got nothing here, have I? Nothing. Pawn up allows knight in, so we can't do that. Let's just come back then. Not really much I can do here. Yeah, he's gone back. Let's hit the rook. Where's he going? Oh, he's gone right back. So can I go forward now? I'm going to hit the rook. Okay, goes across. Let's bring the king up. Knight back. Bring the bishop up, rook across. So rook over. Just trying to get in. But he's dealing with everything. Literally everything. Wow. I don't think I've got anything, have I? I don't think I've got any way in. I'll play rook up, but I don't think I'm actually gaining anything. I'm looking at moves like knight round. So can I go here then? I'm going to go here just on the basis if you play, say, pawn up, I can take. But he just simply hits the rook, yeah, and there's nothing I can do, I don't think. Let's come all the way back then. Okay, pawn up. Okay, all I can do is essentially play holding moves. So position's completely paralysed here. I don't think that's actually a blunder. This is obviously key. Critical. Let's take. When these collapse, that's going as well. I'll have to take and drop back. Now he can start pushing up. Can I go here if he does that though? Yeah. Just wants the pawn. Wow, he's done it amazingly, hasn't he? What the heck? I don't think I can take that. I'm not sure I can afford not to. Let's just play a rook over. Yeah, he's disconnected again. I say this one could be genuine internet connection, given the symbol. It could be. They give you a very long countdown there to be able to connect back to the game. Okay, couldn't get back on in time. Let's play another game in the 2024 Spring Marathon here. 11 games we've played so far now. Not quite as many as those players at the top. Right, 1148, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. 300 games for my opponent, nearly 400. It's enough to establish your baseline rating level. So we're just going to try and develop, get castled, then worry about what to do. So check, knight up, knight up. How do I want to do this? I'm going to play e4 this game instead of e3. Okay, he's come forward, so can we kick that knight? I'm going to try, actually. I'm going to kick the knight. He's just got to be a little bit careful. Because if the knight goes back, then we do check. If he was to drop the knight back, then we have a check. So he should just take here. Okay, he's gone for the trade. That's just a blunder, isn't it? He's just hung his queen. He's just moved too quickly and just blundered the queen. Unlucky. Just a lapse in concentration, that's all it is. So we just take back there. Okay, so we can collect the pawn. So I think we'll do that. Obviously the knight was attacking us there. We just want to try and get castles now. Bishop up castle. And then worry about the rest of the game. Where to go? I'm going to come back, so if bishop up we can hit this pawn. Once we're castled we should be fine. Yeah, that's what he's gone for, so we're going to take and threaten a back rank. Checkmate, hit the knight. My opponent could be playing all the games like this, just playing really quickly and playing lots and lots of them. So let's assume just we can take there. We attack a rook. Yeah, he's had enough of that one. He just played it too quickly, didn't he? So right, we'll fit another game into the spring marathon here. This is 5-minute blitz. So 1387, good luck. So again, we've not played before either, no head-to-head score. Well, my opponent's 1600 in rapid actually, so it could be a little underrated here. Not all that many games on any time control, so it might turn out to be a little underrated. Oh, Queen C2, that's a very odd second move to make. Okay, let's just develop our knight. That's an odd move to make here. Let's bring the other knight up. Now I'm going to go d5. I'm just going to take the queen and drop back again. Same move like bishop up. Knight up, just drop back. Try and get developed in castle. Doesn't matter where we go. I'm just going to go here. If not, knight down, I'll just ignore it in castle, I think. Just watch out for bishop down a few moves down the line. Okay, it comes forward. So I think we should just charge that. So I know I'm wasting a little bit of time some games because I'm trying to explain my ideas, and obviously it is a little bit distracting. It takes a little bit of your concentration. So queen back, what's he trying to do with that move? I don't see. I can only play the moves that I see. I don't see what his concept is there. Excuse me. I'm looking at just maybe whether to flip the knight to the other side of the board. I've got no concrete good ideas here, so I'm going to drop the knight back. I can charge the center. I can come across here. I can try and break out and expand a bit. Okay, this is where I'm going to drop back, see if he really goes all in which case I'll put the bishop back here. I'll just redeploy the knight somewhere else. And then we'll just try and target this diagonal. Otherwise, I'm just going to try and break things open a bit. Yeah, he's gone across now. That's logical. I think I'm going to play c5. And then maybe b5, I'm not sure. I could always drop the bishop back this way, I guess, depending on what he does. But we're threatening to win a pawn. Oh, he's launched one there. Okay. So can we just go forward here? Knight in, we take, something takes back, then just try and grab a pawn. I'm going to go forward. He could always drop a knight back and try and target this pawn, but we're threatening to win this one as well. See, if the knight does move, we'll need to trade the bishop first, or we could lose it. Let's just see what he does. Yeah, so he has gone for this. So we take first. Now we can take here, we can take here. We can play knight across and try and keep this. So does it matter how we do it? I think it might. I'm going to take this pawn. I'll probably trade one of the knights. And maybe knight across. Or we can try and take this, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to try and grab another pawn, but it's dangerous. You can imagine if the queen eventually gets here, or gets here, there's dangerous attacks coming. Now, can I take here there and threaten to queen? So we can just simply gain a knight and lose a pawn. We can gain a bishop, lose either rook, gain a rook, and we queen, and you'll have to deal with it. Then we gain the knight. So I think I can take the bishop. I might be blundering. If I am, I am. I'm threatening to take the rook and gain a queen. Oh, he does allow it as well. Oh, it's because he takes a knight with a check, so I've actually blundered there. Very well done. So I've actually blundered there because he gets the knight with a check. But I'm still level. I'm not worse. It's just 5 against 5 now. I didn't take the time to work that out, so that's really well done. So I'm going to give my king a bailout square and then try and get behind my pawns and hope I can stop this. But I could be in real jeopardy this game now, having blundered there. Should have took the time to work that one out. So I'm going to try and run my pawns before he blasts down here. Which actually he's going to do very quickly. I'll have to play f6. I won't have any real choice with that. We'll have to do that. And then try and edge these forward before these steamroller us. So just push and threaten to push. That's covered. Oh, he's just really going for it. Okay. Just push on then. So I guess we just take and take there. He's moved it too quickly, hasn't he? Am I blundering something? I don't think he's got a check. I don't see it, so I'm going to take. He's just moved too quickly from a good position. That's all he's done. But he could still be very, very good. He could still be very dangerous. So I can't go there, but I could go here, threatening the pawn twice. Obviously, if that pawn moves, it's a discovered check. I think I can go here, threatening to crash in. Queen down, which he's done. I think I'm getting a checkmate now, I assume. So I check. There must be a mate somewhere here. Okay, so if we check and you go here and we check, that looks like checkmate to me, but I just want to double check it. Check, you've only got one legal move, and check, and the king can't move, so that should be checkmate. Dangerous game though, wasn't it? I messed up, I miscalculated and messed up, so that's a dangerous game. You can see why you get shock results. So, right, let's play another game in the 2024 Spring Marathon, 5-minute blitz. We played 13 now, so I might round it to say 15 or something. Let's just play a couple more. Right, 1883, good luck. So we've not played before, there's no head-to-head score there. Okay, my opponent's gone berserk. That's that symbol you could see there. So you get half the time, but you get a bonus point for the arena if you win. Okay, so we're just going to come back around the angles. Okay, he forces the issue fairly quickly. So what do we want to do here? We can trade, we can do e6. Yeah, I'm just going to trade the bishop. And just develop. Okay, see where that bishop is going. Okay, let's step up here. Ooh, he's pushed forward, okay. Do I want to take there? I can play a move like knight back, and if he takes, I can take. But he's going to get this, isn't he? So here, take, here. So I can go forward as well. I think I should drop the knight back, but I might be wrong. He might need a move like rook across. That's what he's done. But now I can push up and push up. But if I take here, I'm going to push on and push on. So he has to go queenside, which he does. So I probably will as well. So let's get developed and get castled and just hope this doesn't all collapse in a hurry. Let's castle and try and run the king to the corner. Now he hits the queen. So we can't really go here. So we've got a slightly awkward position that we stumbled into, although that might allow us to bring a pawn across. That could be okay, but what do we go with? Which knight do we go with? If he goes with a pawn, we can't take that, it's covered. So it's where do we want the knight? I think I want this knight here and king across. But do I? Yeah, I want the king across. Bishop's going to be very dangerous, you can imagine. That's what he's aiming for. Going to be dangerous, this. What do we do? What do we do? I think I just play rook across and queen back, I think. Then in time, knight around the angles, something like that. Oh, he's played rook up. Don't quite see what he's aiming at. Let's hit that knight. Again, bishop back, I'll drop the queen back, and we still attack the knight. Knight c4 or take if we don't trade. Okay, we don't. Okay. I assume I should plant the knight here, but I don't know. I could play rook up, but that feels wrong, doesn't it? But if I go here and he just kicks a knight, what am I going to do? I don't think a great deal. So then I'm looking at just doubling up. But my queen could get trapped. I've got queen across as well. Actually, I'm going to play bishop up and hit the knight immediately. So what's he done? Just an instant move. Okay. I'm going to come across and offer the queen trade. He's really banging these moves out. There is a knight check, but we can take back with the rook. So he goes back, so we'll just take. Okay, we'll take here as well. This should be solid for us. We just need to find a way to unwind. Doesn't matter if we go up 2 or 3. Let's go up here and something like this. Actually, let's bring the king up first and then across, because these are weak, aren't they? I can go here as well. I think I maybe should actually. Although, here he goes here. That's a problem, isn't it? Yeah. Let's come forward and try and bring the king behind the rooks. Okay, well now if I go here, you come down here. I'm still not threatening anything. Let's just step forward. Okay. So here you go here. It's awkward this, isn't it? I might be getting my rook trapped. I'm not sure if it matters which square I'm on. But if you blunder, that's just part of chess. Yeah, it doesn't feel good this, does it? Can I go here now though? Rook takes, check or rook takes, my position collapses. Let's drop back here. I want to push this pawn in, but I'm not sure I can. I guess he can just ignore it and just collect a free pawn. Oh, he's pushed anyhow. Oh, well, that'll take. So he goes there. So that's my only legal move. Let's come back. Takes, I have to take. It's just whether I block. Then he takes here. I think I have to. I've got a passed pawn potentially, haven't I? But he's got the opposition, so there's not much I can do. Maybe I can just push. Take, and he has to play a holding move. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. He needs some sort of holding move. Then he needs to get here and here before I get here and here. There's no way for me in this. He's got the opposition. So it's just going to be a draw there. He's done well there. Done well, well done. Well, let's play another game in the spring marathon here. So this is 5-minute blitz. We played 14 now, so it might be my last game this one. But if I lose one really quick, I might play another, but I wasn't planning on playing too many. I just need the audio up a bit to hear the moves. Right, 1760, good luck. So we've not played before. No head-to-head score there. 20,000 games for my opponent. That's very impressive. Okay, so queen up and just aim to win our pawn back. You can throw some cheeky moves in depending on what black does here, because you're threatening checkmate. And actually knight up is a perfectly normal move. You do have the annoying bishop down maybe though, so I guess I'll just play knight up first. He could take and I'll just take back. You could guess you can take either way there. Okay, but now I can play knight up, bishop in, I can just take. Do I want to do that though? Am I giving black development? He's bound to see the mate threat. Take, you just develop. Yeah, I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to go here, see if he takes. If not, then I'll get my bishop developed. Obviously, it is a slowish time control, so you're not really aiming to go for cheap tricks like that. Now, I've pre-moved to take back should he capture. You can see it's a slightly different colour on the square there. Okay, he's not got an internet issue, I don't think. He's just thinking, trying to work a plan out. Yeah, he's thinking an awful long time here. I wonder if he has got an internet issue or something. It doesn't indicate it on the graph there. This is a long time to be thinking. Because he's not a bad rating at all, isn't he? Strong player. Yeah, he must have some sort of issue. He wouldn't be thinking this long just in a position like this. Yeah, it looks like he's had some sort of internet connection issue, doesn't it? I have to wait another 30 seconds before we can claim victory there. It looks like something like this happened, because obviously he's a decent, good, strong player. The sort of level that we play at amateur level. Good rating that, so he doesn't need to just sit and think in a position like this, not for too long. That's unfortunate. Okay, we can almost claim victory now. There it is. Okay, that's unfortunate there for my opponent. Okay, we'll play another game in the spring marathon there, seeing as that last game ended where my opponent seemed to have an internet issue. So we'll just play another game. I wasn't planning on playing too many in this, so 1734. Okay, my opponent's gone berserk there. That was that noise you heard. Might go berserk against everybody. Not that many games on the account, but it's enough to establish your rating level. Same opening that we just had in the previous game. Okay, knight up. I'm just going to go g3. Just make sure that the queen can retreat if attacked. We're just trying to castle here. So the queen is attacked, so we can go forward, we can drop back. I like the idea of going forward here. We hit the pawn, but we hit this pawn as well. Okay, goes back. So if I take, rook across, back, rook down. That's a little bit dicey, isn't it? Take, rook across here, rook down, back. Yeah, that might be some sort of theory that I'm just forgetting there. Let's just come back and come this way. I don't think that's a pawn worth taking. Let's come back then. He probably played knight down. I'll just drop all the way back. I can't go here. I could throw a check in, I guess. So it goes with the bishop, so I'll just block with my bishop. Okay, it goes back there. And that's actually a blunder. I can just take that. Okay, so I assume I can just take this as well now. We don't want to leave the knight there, so just take it. I know there was a pawn loose, but we've gained a piece, so no need to do out silly. Just get castled, then worry about what to do. Bishop up and trade, for example. Okay, attacks our queen. I'm going to come back just to restrict the castling for now. Only reason I went there. Again, it should be good to trade, but I've got bishop up here as well. Now, if you take and I take and you check, I then lose that bishop, so that's no good. I'm going to still be careful here. So I actually like a move like e4. Takes bishop up. Yeah, I'm going to play e4 there because we're just trying to activate the file. Now, if you take, you can imagine if the queen and the knight combine getting across, it could be dangerous. So I'm just going to drop back. I just want the queen off the board now, but he can't castle because of where mine is. But if I could trade the queen, that would be really good. So can we achieve that? You can imagine queen across here is a little bit of a problem. Oh, he just blundered his knight. He has. I mean, he can drop the queen back and guard it, otherwise he's blundered the knight. Yeah, he just didn't see it playing too quickly. That's the risk of berserk mode. Okay, so now we get the queen off, and that should be comfortable now. They're never over till they're actually over, of course. You can always drop some real horrendous blunders, but yeah, he's just had enough of that one. We just got lucky there thanks to berserk mode. I'm going to play another game in the spring marathon here. Had a bit of a break. So I'll play a few more games. I think I've done 15. Where am I? Oh, 16 I've done. 1958, good luck. So we've not played before, there's no head-to-head score. I'll play Sicilian for this one just for some variety. No idea what I'm doing with it. Let's play queen up. Then knight up, bishop up. Let's play bishop up first, then knight up. Okay, goes f3. Just looking at bishop back, I think you've got this. Then up. Knight down's no good. Where do you go? If bishop here, I think I push the pawn. Because you'd, oh, you'll have knight f5 maybe. That could be awkward. But I can play queen here, or I can just simply trade. Then knight up. Yeah, that's what he's gone for. I thought I could do here initially, but you've got this. Take, knight back. So knight up. Knight up, you might have this. What do we do here? What do we do? How do we do this? Originally I was thinking this, but knight up, you might have knight takes. Bishop takes. I'm just going to castle. Then maybe pawn up. I burnt a lot of the clock there, so let's just push a pawn. Okay, if knight moves anywhere now, I can take with check. So he's getting out of the way, getting ready to launch one. Okay. So let's play d5. Yeah, now e5 might become a move again. If knight here, I can just simply take. Okay, you're covered, you're protected, but at least I've got the option to take. Oh, relatively low amount of games for my opponent. Yeah, it's a relatively new account, this, so my opponent could turn out to be underrated. We'll just find out as time passes. Queen up, so does that bring this back into the mix again? Because there's no other really good moves, is there? I mean, I guess you can go here, but my idea is to simply push on if the knight retreats. Here. Take. I'm going to do it. I'm going to play 5. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake. But here, I think I take, and you'll have to take this way. If you go here, my idea is to push on. If you take, I can still take, but maybe you can simply ignore it. I don't know. I think I'm alright. So I think that's a mistake, but I might be proven wrong. Maybe I can just take. Or can I just take now anyway and then push on? I think I can. I think I just take and push on. However you take back, we're going to hit 2 pieces, but you've got queen down, but then I can chop this knight. I think, because there is queen here to threaten mate, but my bishop hits the knight. Knight takes immediately is interesting, because if I take and the queen comes in, you can then get a repetition, it looks like. He's gone back with the knight, so I'll go forward. Knight in. Oh, he's found it. That's a little bit annoying, isn't it? Okay. Done very well there. Let's play queen up and get out of the way. So I'll just develop the bishop. I'm not sure where. And get the knight into play. Obviously, pawn's going to come forward at some point. He's done really well there finding that. But you can't afford to burn too much of your clock. Okay, that's a nice move as well, actually, isn't it? But maybe I do have bishop up. Takes. I'm just going to take there, because I don't think I can afford not to. Let's play bishop up and hit the knight. He's doing really well here now. Oh, pawn forward, okay. I have a feeling I should probably take here, but should I? I can just develop. Takes, how does he take back? I'm going to get rid of the knight and try and leave this pawn here, but I need this knight into play now. Okay. Let's bring the knight up, and at some point try and push on. We both got protected past pawns. This could prove to be a little bit awkward for both of us. I need an emergency square for the king. White might need one as well, being in the corner. Yeah, rook goes across. I might not be able to protect this. Okay, there is a move, but that might be all it is. Although if you come here, there's a jump up again. Let's do it. Queen down, I think I can come across, and I'm threatening a move like knight up. Mind you, rook across, queen back. And I'm still in a pin again, so it's not clear. I need to play a move like h6 or g6 to give myself a square. Maybe I can start marching on though if the queen wanders off too far. Yeah, maybe throw one of these moves in first, just so I don't blunder this back rank one move mate. And g6 seems logical because there's a light squared bishop, but yeah, I might do g6 actually. What's he done? Rook back. So he's covered that threat. I'm just going to play g6 quickly. It restricts my queen a little bit now rather than h6, but at least I've got a dark squared square to jump onto there. Okay, so I guess I have to come back here now. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So we're going to lose this pawn. How critical is it? Takes with the rook, so I have to take. And I think I can just simply drop back here. Creating back rank threats as well as coming across. But we are up on the clock. We need to use our time at some point. So again, just simply come across here just to create an immediate threat. The rook could go back and I'll maybe come here. Let's just see. Yeah, maybe I should have pushed the outer pawn instead of this one, because now my knight can't jump and be protected as well. So I might have gone slightly wrong there. Okay. I'll play rook across and try and pressure this pawn. Yeah, but this knight can't really go to f6 now, and I've allowed the queen in as well, so I've probably gone a bit wrong here. Step across, hit the pawn. Pawn down, maybe just knight up, not much else I can do. Yeah, that's what he's done. So let's go across and hit that rook. But yeah, I've pushed the wrong pawn, haven't I? That's kind of relatively clear now. Or maybe I can go here now and trade. Takes, 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 takes. Check, up. I think I can do this purely because of the clock, but there is this at the end, isn't there? Trade, trade, trade. Trade, trade. I might have gone wrong again. I'm going to gamble though. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to do it. I might have blundered this one. That pawn's very fast. I'm hoping check and behind. But down, up, down. Okay, so I have to go up. I'm hoping I can check and behind. Get behind the pawn. And check and behind. Now tuck the king away. Oh, he's blundered the pawn. Or he's swapping pawn for pawn. But he's threatening to go here, so I have to take. I can't ignore it. Okay, now it feels like I should be okay-ish. Because he's only got 10 seconds to convert. But I have to kind of sit and hold. Let's go here, threaten a check. Okay, up. Yeah, just pure time pressure is all it is. So I guess I'll march forward here. Let's just start rolling down the board. Let's come up. I just push there, I think. Well, that's a nice move, but guess I just queen. That was a pretty nice conversion. We've probably gone wrong a bit there, but we managed to convert in the end. So again, let's put that through. Actually, no, let's not have used a lot today. Right, we'll play another game in the spring marathon. This is 5-or blitz, so 1836. Good luck. So we've not played before either. No idea to score. My opponent has left the game there. I thought they were connected, but I might be wrong. I'd have to play the video back after the game, but I thought I saw them connected. I thought my opponent was connected and they've left the site. I might be wrong there, but I'm sure I saw it, but I could be wrong. Yeah, now connected. Okay, let's hope it's a stable internet connection. We're just going to try and castle and worry about the game. Plenty of games on the account, so should be established. I'm going to do this, this, and this, so that sort of idea. Just general development moves. Okay, actually, let's do this one first because there's annoying bishop development. We might want the bishop back to go here to charge this diagonal. He's come forward. Logical. I'm going to actually push on there. Then if he pushes, I've got the option to get rid of that pawn. Then try and go forward maybe. Okay, he has indeed done that. So do I launch a pawn and invite this? That's probably common sense actually. In case he takes, we can plant a pawn forward, and he does. So I'm going to go with the b pawn. But this is vulnerable now to collapsing. If one goes, the other might go. Okay, it comes forward. So I'm looking at knight up to come in here. But knight up, say bishop up, and I'm not really going anywhere. What do we do? What do we do? I'm going to play rook across just to try and help guard against this immediate push. I'd like to put the bishop here, but I don't see how I do it. I don't really want to play g3. I'd rather play h3 than g3. Yeah, trying to push in the center here. Okay. Knight in, trade, trade. The knight can go back and kick me, and I really have to drop back. So I'm going to develop the bishop. And maybe come back around the angles this way. Well, that's pushed me to kind of like potentially a better square. I'm trying to stop this pawn push. Not so much go after the queen. The queen's very safe there. But trying to guard this centre, because if but one pawn falls, the other one's going to fall. Knight goes back, so we have got the option to trade. I have a feeling I should drop back here though. I'm going to drop back and then maybe knight in or something. Maybe knight this way. Right, I'm going to do that now. I could actually take here as well, but don't think I'm getting anything. So I'm going to go here, threaten to jump in. Maybe activate the rook. Just took my little fan off there. I've got a cooling fan on there. Oh, what's he done? Knight down. Okay. So I can play knight down here. Rook up. I mean, I could just trade there. I could let my opponent trade, but then this pawn's going to fall. Let's just take there first. Knight up, rook up, bishop in. Rook's got squares. Probably fine. There might be a pawn loose, but I don't see a concrete attack. But it makes sense to go in and get rid of that bishop. Could be very dangerous in the longer run. Oh, he's hung the rook. Yeah, I'll take it. And now I think it makes sense to take the bishop as well. Let's put the rook on the open file. It's a light square, dark bishop. Then obviously something like this, common sense at some point might provoke a pawn push. But I could go here, target this pawn. And pawn push is still likely to come, so it still could explode wildly, this one. It really could. Pawn push now, I'd probably go with the rook, but you've got bishop back, you've got f6, you've got options. Knight in. Okay, so I've got rook up. If you take now, we can just swap pieces, but it is just a free pawn otherwise. What do we do? Actually, if you take here, can I just take here? But then that's going to fall. So I'm just looking at the simple rook up. I'm not sure, not sure. Bishop back. Actually, yeah, let's play bishop back. Make sure we guard and we create that simple mate threat, but it's very difficult to guard a pawn like this now. Just a simple bishop back and I can't really protect it. So both of them are likely to fall, so I need counterplay. If I could swap a rook for 2 though, that would be good. Okay, well now I can come here and hit this pawn as well as threaten to come in, but the king's got a path, so it's not a mate threat. And I'm going to grab the pawn and try and get the queen off the board, but this is falling in any event, whatever I do, which means that's going to as well. Now, I've got bishop up. Does it get me anything? Or I can play bishop back. There are my two options, one or the other. I guess I could play queen back and actually attack the knight. Queen takes. I've not got a lot, have I? I'm just going to drop the bishop back for now. Maybe I can go to f3 as an emergency. Does take. Now, can I force that queen off with a move like this? I don't think so, but I don't think I've got anything else. This pawn's loose. But if you take the pawn, take the knight. I'm a little bit down on the clock. Pawn's playing this very well. Just one exchange. It might prove to be a poisoned exchange. It might do. Just needs that one mistake, that one blunder. So I think I have to go here. Well, I could move my bishop, but yeah, I've got bishop here. But no. Let's just go here for now. Queen guards the rook. King guards this rook. Bishop covers the knight's scope. We can go here. We can try and run. Take the pawn or take the knight. But one move, otherwise I can try and run my pawn. Not easy, is it? Not easy. Okay, comes in. Bishop up. I don't see a good move, so I'm just going here for now. I might miss a sack or something at some point, of course I might at any moment. But I've got a threat there. It's whether I can keep these together and not blunder the game in one go. Again, I don't really want to play g3 with the tricky knight around h3, seems more sensible. What do I do? I need to be on a dark square. Does it matter which one? I'm going to do this one to cover these infiltration squares. And the queen still has to guard the knight, and I'm still hoping to push the pawn. Oh, trying to target this now. Yeah, this is dangerous, isn't it? Danger, danger, danger. There's no way to easily try and offer any trades. What the heck do I do here? I'm going to go forward and just take that bishop. I don't see any other moves at all. Very, very dangerous position I've stumbled into. If I take the bishop, I actually lose the rook as well. Oh, he's gone for that trade, okay. I've just completely missed that, haven't I? Just didn't even see it. I'm going to take. But my king might actually be safe now, but it might be an automatic loss. I can't really develop my pieces, and you've got a fast black pawn as well as this, which is easy to target now. So I should be lost here, I should be. I don't think I can save this, but I've got to get the rook into play. I've got to give a move to give the king a square. Let's just do it. If I can trade bishop for knight, it's much easier to play. Takes away a lot of the risk. I don't think he'll take it because I think he'll know that. He doesn't. Can I get back somewhere? Let's come here. I could have done with coming back, but there's a problem. Pure defense mode here. Just run your pawn, I guess. Maybe bishop backs a move. He's getting low on time. So he comes down. Yeah, just come back here. I don't care for losing the bishop. Just running the clock now. Yeah, just running the clock there. Very lucky with that one, aren't we? But we got the win. Right, I'll play one more game in the spring marathon. I'm up to 18 now. It's more than I was planning on playing. Right, 2192. Good luck. All my opponents are gamer here, and he's gone berserk. He's actually streaming this as well, but he's a streamer. Yeah, you see much higher rate there, 2460 in board. Okay, let's just develop. How do we do this? Let's just go sensible development. Maybe not, as the case may be. Oh, he's really going to fly here, isn't he? Yeah, I'm just going to drop back. It's one of them games that he's going all in or bust. I can't remember if I do h5 or 6 here, so I'll do 5. I can't remember. Okay. Like, I have to take and go here. Oh, he's gone with the pawns. He's trying to really stack this. Okay. How do we want to do this? I think I have to still spend a move here on bishop up. And can I push? That's what I'm looking at. Comes down. Well, if I can get the queen off, it's a lot easier to play. Hold on, I've got a knight. Not easy to win, but a lot easier to play. A lot less pressure. No, not that there's no pressure, just less than there otherwise would be. Let's get the knight up. I'm trying to push here, so do we do it now? I think we do. Let's take. We hit the pawn. Okay. Again, does it matter where my bishop goes now? It feels natural to drop back and just castles. That's what I'm going to aim to do. This and this is a little bit of a technical problem, though, isn't it? So down, I guess I could just trade and then castle and hope to ignore it. Yeah, I'm going to go this side. I need my rooks into the game. Yeah, I often see my opponent playing in the same sort of arena tournaments I play, and that's how I knew he was a streamer there, so good luck with that. He's a very strong player at my level. We're very, very similar ratings, except my bullet is not that high. I assume I want to do something like this rather than go here. So I'm going to drop back and go here and try and jump across, or maybe here. Ooh, well that gives me a target for them both, doesn't it? That's where I'm looking to go. Okay. Let's play rook across. Comes over. Is he looking at jumping in? But then I've got knight across, right? I must come in here and hopefully knight across if he comes in, which he's done. So I'll come across, hit the pawn. Can still maybe take here, maybe push. Let's come here. Okay, logical. I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay, can I do something like this? I'm not sure I can. So I'm going to try and stack this file now. Yeah, knight back, logical. Let's come here, try and push. This is a bit of a problem as well, of course. Everything's kind of a problem. But I'm going to commit to going forward. Knight up. Okay, well now I can come in and jump my knight across. Trying to just centralize, be a little bit of a nuisance. Now I could come back and hit the pawn. He might have to repeat. So check. I'll throw a repeat in. See if he goes back or if he really tries to play on, because he's got this. Let's see how he does it. I'll probably just ignore it. He has gone now, I'll go back. Okay, he's gone up, so now I'll throw the check in. King up's not without risk because there's a possible check here, but can I blast now? This is weak here. I want to go here, but there's a real check problem here. Here, what on earth do I do about this? I do not know. I'm looking at this down. I'm just going to go here. If he pushes down, I'll just take. I'll take here. I'm going to come across and try and get forward. Trust I'm not getting checkmated. If I am, that's just chess, isn't it? So let's throw a check in. Okay, so we can check here. We can take. Guess I have to take. Now I can check here and go after the king. He has to be a little bit careful because there's a mating net potential. He has to be a bit careful. He's got this though, hasn't he? That's a really serious problem. I think I have to check. Now he'll probably go on one of the light squares this time, but he's got to be just careful. He can't come forward, so that's what he's trying to do. I don't see how I really protect this. So here, knight takes, no good, check, no good. Check across. I can't guard the pawn, can I? Let's push on. Okay, takes. Let's check. 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 Across. Oh, he's gone in for the checkmate threat, so I'm actually facing mate in one. So I have to check. There is no other way to avoid it, is there? So check is my only move. I don't think I can avoid this. I don't think it's possible to avoid. So check. Down. I'm literally out of checks, aren't I? So check. 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 He actually had a rook takes there. Wait, check. There's no way to stop it, is there? He's done so well. Because there's literally no moves for my king. So he's got me. He's got me. Maybe check and check. Wow, we did it. We managed to survive. We found the resource. We managed to survive somehow. Right, we're going to play our 20th game in the spring marathon of 2024. This is 5-0 blitz. A lot of games for some of them there. 2295. Good luck. So we've not played before. No head-to-head score. My opponent outrates me quite a bit here in the blitz. Oh, he's probably just decided whether to go berserk or not. You do get a little countdown there to make your first move. As you can see, you might just be having a rest between games. So what do we want to play? C4, D4. Oh, he's not actually made a move. What the heck? Oh, he's not actually made a move. Oh, that's unfortunate for some reason. Right, I'm just wrapping up for the day. Just going to play another game in the spring marathon. Late in the day for me though, so I'm just wrapping up now. We played 20 games so far. So 1681, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score there. Okay, opponent's gone berserk. Just go with the queen and just drop back. Normal to go with the pawn. Just making sure that the queen can drop back when needed. It's castle. Okay. I think I can push up this move now. Oh, he's taken, so I'll just take. Now, does it matter which I take with? I'm going to go with the queen and just drop back somewhere. As long as I can't be hit by this knight and my bishop goes as well. So let's just drop back. Just looking at centralizing the rooks. I don't want to trade everything though if I can help it. Maybe charge a pawn down the board or both. Okay, the knight's gone back. So rook across is a move. Queen up, bishop back. Bishop down, I guess is still playable though. Yeah, let's get this rook across first. And probably just drop back. Oh, he's played knight up. Okay, that I didn't expect. I'll drop back anyhow. I'm going to try and charge the pawns, I think. Maybe just up one, go slow and steady. Actually, that might allow me knight across. Threatening knight to f4. He is still well protected, so he could be fine. Maybe should be fine. Yeah, I think he is fine. Just go up one there to cover this. Okay, it comes down. I'm trying not to trade all the pieces off. I mean, knight is covered right now, but could become an issue. So let's bring the bishop forward. No real threat as such just yet, but obviously I want to push a pawn to give my king an emergency square just in case we blunder and go horribly wrong somewhere, which we could easily do. Oh, did I just miss a free knight? I think I did. That's careless. Attacked it twice. So maybe I can check now and take then, but I might get my bishop trapped, but it doesn't matter, does it? Just check and collect. As long as I've got one of the rooks covering the back rank. Oh wait, I can take with the rook there. As long as I'm covering the back rank. This is why you want an emergency square though, just in case. Yeah, I'm going to trade that one and get this bishop back. But now I've got to give myself some sort of square somehow. Let's do that straight away and then just drop back or forward or something or other. Maybe even pawn up, I'm not sure. So he might well attack the bishop. He doesn't. Let's push on and try and push on. So queen across, I can obviously drop right back. He goes there. So let's go on again. Maybe knight across at the right moment. Okay, I'm going to go forward because I cover the infiltration squares. Queen up to pressure the pawn. Well, I'll just try and blast on. Ooh, I think I can take that. How does he take back? Okay, so he's happy to trade. So I should be able to just drop back there. The back rank's covered. He's gone back. Got to be a little bit careful how we do this. I'm just going to get the queen off and trust that due to the clock I'm doing well. Actually, have I got rook across here? But rook across, he takes and he takes here. That's no good. So let's go here. He has got two pawns though. It could be an issue. I'm going to try and rush my pawn. Just plant the knight. But these two are a bit of a problem. But I should be fine. I should be fine. Oh, that's a check. Yeah, that's a pretty good win. So decent effort, well done, but a good win.